So thank you for joining me. You're looking at a doctor's scale. I apologize, I don't have enough hands to do this, so I'm going to have some camera gymnastics and set it down as we go through this. But what I wanted to share with you here today was, let's say you weighed 250 pounds and you needed to make some changes. So through diet and exercise, you worked at it. And so now when you step on the scale, what you used to see was 250, but now let's say you see 225 because you lost 25 pounds, which is incredible, but you did it through hard work and eating better and diet and exercise. And you could see, here's where I was, here's where I am now. And you could see these changes and you recognized in yourself these physical changes on the outside. But what about the stuff on the inside, which you wouldn't see if you lost 25 pounds, was probably the lower blood pressure on the inside, the less stress on your body. You probably wouldn't see that decrease in the visceral fat as well on your body on the inside. All right, I'm going to set this down and we are going to here look at the book of Luke, and let me set this right here. All right. What I want to talk about here are the lepers. So this is Luke chapter 17, and it says this in verse 11. Now it happened as he went to Jerusalem that he passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee. Then as he entered a certain village, there met him 10 men who were lepers, who stood afar off. And they lifted up their voices and said, Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. So when he saw them, he said to them, Go, show yourselves to the priests. And so it was that they went and they were cleansed. So the priest could see that they were cleansed. They could see that they were cleansed. They could see that each other was cleansed. Anyone who knew them could see that they were cleansed on the outside. So just like in my example, the things that you don't see on the inside, the reduced blood pressure, the less stress on your body, the less visceral fat, we know for sure one of these people was changed on the inside because he went back to say thank you. So sometimes maybe if your changes are on the exterior, it's easier for people to recognize a change. But what about recognizing those changes on the inside of you that you don't see? So for this one, it says in verse 15, and one of them, when he saw that he was healed, returned and with a loud voice glorified God and fell down on his face at his feet, giving him thanks. So we know one person was changed on the inside enough to go back and to say, thank you for my healing. So I was thinking about this because maybe your things on the outside, it's not so significant compared to somebody else. And so it's easy sometimes to see those physical changes that other people need when they're big physical changes on the outside. And I'm not talking about weight, but those things that we do that are big changes that we need to make on the outside. But what about if they're just something small on the inside? Or they're not even visible, but they're big. But they don't seem significant because they're not on the outside. So like this one leper who went and said, thank you for my healing. He took a moment, was thankful to Jesus, and returned and said, thank you. So something in him changed on the inside. And so for us, we might have those physical changes on the outside, just like I said, if you lose 25 pounds and then things are better for you physically. But there's some inside changes that you don't see. And those inside changes are significant as well, and we should be grateful for those. And that's what I wanted to talk about with all of you today. Gives us something to ponder. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.